first steps in starting your hybrid animal is to choose your two animals. So I found this dachshund and this horse, and I'm going to attempt to create a dachshund horse or horse dog or whatever you want to call it. I did pick somewhat challenging images, but I think I can pull this off. They are facing in different directions, so I will need to flip one of them. And then our next step is to start our new document. And I want to keep this in landscape. So I'm going to make mine 11 by 8.5 inches with a resolution of 300. I'll keep that in RGB color. And I will type in last, first, hybrid. Okay, so next what I want to do is I need to remove these guys from the background, and I will speed this up as I work through that process. Okay, now that I have both my animals removed from the background, I've started my new project file and I've saved all that into my folder. I'm going to look for some kind of background that I want. All right, now I'm going to start moving these images into my project file. And what I've decided to do on this is use the dachshund body with the horse head. And so I'm going to flip the horse. And then I'm going to transform it and get it roughly the size that I need. And before I go any further, I'm going to rename my layers. And I'm going to turn the opacity of my horse down slightly so I can line this up as best that I can. And it's important that you're not doing any distorting when you're doing this, because I don't want the dachshund to be distorted or the horse to be distorted, because then that will look off. So keep holding shift and pulling from those corners only as you do this. Always use layer masks when you're hiding any of your images. If you're using the eraser tool, you will never be able to get the image back. And at this point, I'm not sure what I need to take away and what I need to leave. So make sure you're using a layer mask. And I would suggest that you work with a soft brush that will make a more natural edge, although there are areas where you may need a hard edge. So you'll just have to decide on that. And since I'm keeping the dachshund body, I'm just going to completely take away the horse's body. And because I'm working on a layer mask, if I take too much away, it's okay. I don't need to worry because I can always go back and bring that back. Okay, I'll also need a layer mask on my dachshund layer, so I can hide this part of my dachshund that's coming up on the top here. All right, so that is it for this tutorial. So your job is to start your new file, get your two animals, remove them from the background, and set them up close to being connected together. Next time I'm going to add adjustment layers, do some more blending, maybe some clone stamping to get these two things to look like it's really just one cohesive animal. I'm also going to add a shadow, I think, or a fuzzy shadow down at the bottom there so he doesn't look so floaty, and maybe use the layer mask to bring some of the grass pieces coming up into his toes there. So at this point I'm going to save, and I'll continue on next time.